Hello everybody, how are we doing today? Mex, das Überkriegs. How are you going? So I'm slightly late, like 10 minutes late, 5 minutes late. I was a little bit busy, but it is for a good reason. I've formulated a plan, or a couple of plans, that today I'm going to put into what I like to call Operation Planning and get everything going. So that is what I'm going to do. I'm currently already in the game. Coin, hello. Hello. I'm already in the game. I've got a pint of water. I've got some coffee. I've got a protein shake that I literally must get into me as soon as possible, otherwise I will die. TS said, how's it going, buddy? I had a bit of a play about last night with what I'm going to do with this salt geyser. Let me just get into the game so you can see what I'm talking about. Gabriel Drake, how's it going? So yeah, I had a bit of a play around. I'll quickly show you. I had a bit of a tinker and debug to have a look at what I was going to do with this salt geyser down here. And I was quite blown away by how much cooling I can get out of the turbines. In fact, I can't get my two turbines to work at full efficiency because I'm not using enough cooling. But that is something that we're going to have a look at today. That is going to be like one of the main focuses today. I've got two plans today. That is one. And then the infectious polluted geyser is the first thing I'm going to do. I'm going to try and get that online quickly. But yeah. So yeah, this was my little derp around last night. In terms of... I've set up an aqua tuner. Let me just dismiss this thing. Not come up. There we go. So I've set up a few aqua tuners in here that are basically, just for argument's sake, cooling me down some water with a couple of steam turbines above. But I'm using ethanol as the coolant, and it seems to be so efficient that I'm also cooling a gold volcano, and I'm also cooling a pool of petroleum for some machines over here, and I can't get my turbines to fully fire up. And I don't know if it's because I'm cooling them too much or the steam's not hot enough. The steam seems to be hot. 150. So I don't really know. Infinite coolant from turbines if you cycle their own output inside. Cycle their own output inside. How do you mean, TS? How do you mean? Sorted. Hello. Hello, magnificent bearded beast. Ah, magnificent bearded beast I will take. This protein's all fucked up. They need 175 plus. Okay, so I need to run them hotter. Well, that's kind of what I figured. That is kind of what I figured at the moment. So currently the room is like 150, 170-ish over here. This is where the water feed comes in. I think that needs to change. So all I basically did, I put in a few loops. So this is running it's actually just running the hot water that comes out the turbines. Through two aqua tuners, and then it kicks out the water if it's below 20 degrees. So this is a bit of a mixed pool in here of about 10 degrees, because obviously, you know, if something comes through it's 21, it'll get cooled another 14 and so on. So it was just really to see how this would work. And then over here we've got another loop that's basically just cooling the turbines. So it's cooling the turbines, that's what this loop's doing here. And then it cools a bit of oil, which is where my gold from this volcano that I just threw over here, that gold gets dumped into here. It's cooling this petroleum, and this petroleum is just symbolizing where I could cycle, you know, some cooled petroleum to go around a load of different machines. And yeah, it's still not hot enough, so we're gonna have to do some beastly stuff with it, and then this is something that I'm gonna tinker with today. So yeah, I just thought I'd show you what I've got in mind. We want to build that in a bit, so I'm probably going to be jumping back on this save later. If you do a priority to liquid tank and overflow to the steam chamber, priority to a liquid tank and overflow to the steam chamber, you have infinite cooling. Sorry, TS said, you know what you're trying to say. I cannot figure out what you're trying to say. If you do a priority to a liquid tank and overflow to the steam chamber. Alexiana, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome, welcome, welcome. If you do a priority to a liquid tank and overflow to the steam chamber, you have infinite cooling. Do priority to look to... Right, okay. I've not had time to run this because I was tinkering with debug, so I'm just in the midst of doing a few sweep commands, so I'm just going to let the colony run a little bit. As a little catch-up of what we did last stream, for anyone that might have missed, we finally put some conveyor rails in, going to our coal gens and our wood burners up here, so we're now getting our stuff on the rail, so it's being delivered automatically. We also got our rust and our salt being delivered to our oxygen setup here, and this is all coming from this little sweeper room down here. At the moment I don't have that much coal stored, so I've been doing a bit of collecting of coal, but that's fine. And yeah, we're going to use this for other things later as well. I'd like to get this lumber being collected from over our tree farm. But yeah, this can be like the central hub for now. I may have another one somewhere else, I don't know. It's quite a tidy little space. Could be way smaller as well if I'd not been so lazy. We also got a, let me see, we got a couple more of our tanks done down here. And we'll probably still expand this further out the bottom of the base, but for now these are our 4 tanks. We've got carbon dioxide, chlorine, oxygen and hydrogen, and that's just all being stored up for us for now. We got some exosuits in. So we've got some exosuits down here, so my troops can now do some work at the bottom. And we also got a start of a bristle blossom farm, which we're currently just waiting on them getting more, well, eating the seeds really, and getting this going. We also got some trees in, so we can get some lumber, although the lumber is dwindling, so we're probably going to expand on that today. What else did we do? Oh, we got our salt water geyser down here. We got this capped, and we're currently just moving this salt water. I plan to do a build over here with a steam turbine, because I do actually have a volcano. This is why I sort of incorporated a volcano into my plans, because we have an gold volcano right here. Doesn't seem to be the best, but I'm going to take it. I'm going to use it. And I'm not going to use it for heat. I'm just going to take the sweet materials from it. That's the thing. First bridge has priority when output. First bridge is full. It overflows to the next exit point. Yeah, TS said, I don't know what you mean, though. A cooling from an aqua tuner? What are we talking about? If pips plant trees on farm tiles, are they wild ones? Can they plant on farm tiles? Can they plant on top of one of these? Is that a thing? So yeah, we're just doing a bit of sweeping up for now, a bit of tidying. As I say, I've started putting in a plan that I've got for this down here, which I'm going to be trying to do in a bit. This is our infectious polluted oxygen geyser, and I'm just using it for the sake of it, really. We'll get a bit of oxygen out of this, and more importantly, we'll get some clay. Rhymes with clay. Because I'm going to need some clay for ceramic and stuff in a bit, so I want to get this online sooner rather than later, ideally. Yeah, nothing needs to be high priority at the minute. So what this is going to be is basically a little room with loads of deodorizers, where I'm going to take the germs, the germy oxygen from the top, I'm going to filter any polluted oxygen back in, and then the germy oxygen I'm going to cool. I could use this AETN, but I don't really want to use hydrogen, and I've got slush water right here, so I think you know where we're going with this one. I do also have an extra line that I'm not using off this at the minute, which will be perfect, so that is the plan. They can, at least they could. They can even plant their plants that are unplantable on farm tiles, really. No game sound. Oh, hold on. How are we doing now? Oh yeah, I think I might have forgot to do one of my checks. Sorry about that. Let me just grab this over here. It's back. Yeah, no worries. Coin, thank you very much for telling me. I would have gone on for ages without knowing that, so thank you. Beautiful. Allergic reaction. Oh, poor Madison. Poor Madison. She's going to be a sneezy girl forever. I also ripped out a load of the art that was like mediocre. I'm putting a load of new art. I do need to rip out all these sculptures as well, so I'm going to do that now before I forget. Let's just do that with a 7. We'll get all these replaced with much better art now. because why the hell not? These are all terrible. I think all these Cupid ones are shit, aren't they? I'll check afterwards, but I think they are. Quaint, yeah, quaint. Masterpiece, masterpiece, yeah, we'll get all them removed. And yeah, I say I need to do a bit of sweeping here and there really with my dupes, because now that we're dumping everything in here, if I don't have any coal in here, then I don't have any coal on my lines, which is a little bit of a trouble. But on a plus note, on a plus point, rabbit. On a plus point, we're getting things sorted. Now, one of the things I did as a last thing was I've made another schedule here. So that I can split my dupes up a little bit and have them working on different times. The only thing is, I wondered if there was a way of seeing at a glance any people that are like night owls and stuff. I can't remember if that's something that's changed. Like, I'd like my night owls to be working on a different shift. Gold metal statues are crazy decor. Yeah, I don't have that much gold yet, mate. I can't afford that yet. When we get this volcano going, we can pimp everything with gold, but for now, no. Aside from going through each and every dupe and checking, although it should be quicker now, shouldn't it? Let's have a look. So, will it keep on that screen? It sort of does. So, let's have a look. Biohazard. Not that it really matters all that much, but again, there's almost no gold volcano. Yeah. Well, we've got 2 gold volcanoes. So later on, we're gonna be wearing gold chains. Everybody's gonna have earrings and nose rings. It's gonna be incredible. But for now. Right, am I tripping balls? Or did I not take a load of, like, early birds and night owls? 5 schedule blocks. Holy shit, I've not read this stuff. This duplicant always wakes up feeling fresh and efficient. Morning, so that has to be, like, the morning part of the cycle. +2 bonus to all attributes. Duration is 5 schedule blocks. Holy shit, that's really cool. I don't know how useful that is, but it's kind of cool. Yeah, I thought I'd taken loads of, like... Maybe I just took early birds. Beefsteak. Nice. Well, shit then. Well, we're just going to split the schedule up then. So, let's have a look, see. So at the moment we've got 18 dupes. We are going to take some more today. So let's just start mixing some people up. I think we've got 2 cooks, so we can move Herminator over here. Neuro will stay on the other one. Hanno the King Boy definitely needs a bit of a lion. He's on a different schedule altogether. Bobek. Yeah, I want to keep Rockman and Spitter separate, because I think Spitter's a bit of a dude. Madison, Rose, El Sneezo. Elapsus. No, Alfred. Death of Barney. Maybe that'll do me for now. Maybe we'll just have like 8 on the night shift. Just keep things going. Have them share downtime. Does it really matter all that much? I just wanted to say thanks, by the way. I had an amazing stream last night. I used some of the things I learned from checking out your stream. Nice, Clutio. Well, I'm glad to hear that, mate. That is awesome. That is very nice to hear. You are still going strong here as well. There you are, Whisper Clutio. It was a rush for sure. Nice. Having them all on the same downtime. Does it really matter all that much? I mean, I could change their downtime around. I don't really want to have downtime in the middle of their working day. Yeah, I think, to be honest, that'll be fine. Right, then let's just rotate these all over the place, make them all different. Let's get off this shit. You're gonna be that way, that way, that way, that way, that way, that way. Bug crew. Whatever. We'll take it. 2 downtime, 2 blocks is all they get here. Yeah, my morale's not good enough for that mech, so I've given them 3. Giving them 3 for an extra little point. I'm going to be working them hard in a bit, don't forget, so... They're going to get put through their paces. And this cycle's probably going to suck as well. Because... I've ripped out all the decor. I'm going to put that there for now. Don't know if that's ultimately where it's going to be, but that'll be fine. Blip. I've built this extra little living area here. Because I think we'll try and take a few more dupes today as well. Potentially. So that'll be fine. Oh. Fool. Pew, pew, pew. Yeah. Lovely. Get some more masterpieces coming in now. Nice. Yeah, let's pimp the decor, make it a bit better. I'd like to do some more stuff with this wildlife reserve, by the way. I'm thinking of moving some of our stuff down here. Like, maybe our baby research table could go here. Can maybe fit a few things in there. Microbe mushroom could be in here. You know, like, just keep more dupes actively in here. Because, realistically, with more planning, I would have moved this somewhere else. I would have probably left a few tiles up here. And had a couple of wildlife reserves in the base. You know, maybe on every exit. I did remember afterwards, after I'd ripped it all out, I was going to put wildlife reserves out here. And then I just never did it. I don't remember why, but I just never did it. Oh, shit. I forgot. I opened this and then never sealed it up again. Shit. Fuck. Let's let some of this out. Yes, this boy's just currently pumping away. I'll start doing some digging out here shortly. I just wanted to get a few things swept up and tidied. As I mentioned off the end of last stream, I did want to spend maybe 10 cycles just doing a load of sweeping up and tidying a few other odds and sods. I'd like to get some mechanical filters in place as well. But yeah. No industrial machines. I think you can get away with having certain things in here, though. Like, you can get away with certain bits, I think. Like, I don't know if research counts as industrial. Not sure about microbe mushroom. Microbe mushroom might. We'll have a nosy in a bit. We'll have a bit of a tinker. Okay. So yeah, I ripped out all the quaint paintings that I could see. We've still got a couple in here, but whatever. And yeah, I want to do this first. This is one of what I want to get online first. So how can I get my dupes in here without killing everyone? Let's do... Let's see, why is this ladder here? How can I get people in here easily? Because I don't want to dig this out until, like, it's ready. Doors are all closed. Yeah, I want the doors closed because I've got wild animals all over the place at the minute. So, I'm just kind of leaving it. need to get this sealed up quickly. Okay. I also put a couple more people on eating bristleberries, so we should hopefully get this filled a bit quicker. Because at the moment we're kind of just waiting. Oh, this protein's gonna suck. Cobalt, how's it going? Hot or cold polluted oxygen? This one here, I think it's like 30 degrees? Yeah, it's just a normal one, so it'll be 60 degrees. That's fine. Chocolate protein. Well, sort of. It's chocolate protein with like some fucking bone powder to make ligaments and shit strong. I don't know. Listen, don't judge me. Has to be done. Has to be done. Right then, let's make all this like a 6. Get people down here. And all of this can be a 6 as well, just to keep my diggy boys busy. Oh, baby crab. Hold on a minute. I need to take a picture of the baby crab for the lady, because she wants to draw it. Let me just do a Control-Alt print screen. Send that to the lady. Shh, I have told her that she can just spawn them in herself, but she just refuses to go into sandbox. Anyway. You'd rather have a mojito. What the hell are you drinking? It's protein shake. Ugh. It's not the best. It's not the best. Right then. So I do have, because I was thinking ahead, I took a picture from the debug save. I've sort of planned this out, so I'm going to try and just work off this for a minute so I don't forget anything. I should really deconstruct all this gubbins and get rid of it all. It's all our art back in place now. Yeah. Yeah. So let's just do like a little priority 4 sweep. Get all this gubbins collected. Yeah. Oh, I've still not got anywhere to store polluted water and, you know, like bottles of things, so I'm going to do a little build for that when I think on as well. We need to do something about all this carbon dioxide too. There's just way too much. What kind of guys is buried next to the ATM? This is a polluted, infectious polluted oxygen geyser. That is all stinky and stuff. It's all stinky. Do I care about whatever this is? Salt plant? No, I don't. Order, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome. I'm gonna make O2 out of that by cooling down. I am gonna make oxygen out of it, but the main thing that I'm doing this for is for a constant supply of oxygen, or not constant, 'cause it's not probably gonna be the best output, but of clay. So I'm gonna pump in sand and get clay, and then the oxygen I can use it for something, I'm sure. I am going to cool the oxygen so that it gets rid of the germs that are in the... Because it's going to be slime lungy oxygen, you see. So... JD, how's it going, buddy? Wait, what time is it there? Should you be in bed? Should you be in bed, you son of a bitch? What time is it? Is it like fucking 9:15 in the morning? What's going on? I never know with you. Yeah, I'm just thinking we'll rip all this gubbins out. Let's get rid of all this. We can deconstruct this stuff, can't we? Because we've got that sweet, sweet deconstructing mod. Does this just not work? Oh, it does work. Oh, okay. Cool. 1:30. That's alright then. I stayed up super late again to tell you this nasty, nasty feature. You want to know what it is, don't you? No! No, I don't! No! Bad boy. Right. So the plan is we're going to have like deodorized. There's going to be one there, there's going to be one there, one there, one there. Might be good for rocket fuel production, just liquefying it there and pumping it to the surface. Now, we'll probably do that closer by, Cobalt. Would also be cool since you'd have some rather large LOX pipes running through your base. The only problem with that idea is I'd need a shitload of ceramic, and the reason I'm doing this, Cobalt, is so that I can get Klei to make ceramic. You sure it will let you kill 6 Akatuners with just 2 auto sweepers? No, I'm good. I'm okay. I'm okay. I don't build my bases on exploits, mate. Drop some frames. When did that happen? Yeah, I try not to use the game-breaking exploits, you know? Alright then. Ugh. Ah, shit. What happened to you? Right then, so all this on like a 5. Have they finished this ladder yet over here? Yeah. So we'll let all that carbon dioxide find its way home. And we'll just extend that a little bit so I can open this out a little bit. That will be fine. Got loads of wild lettuce planted now, which is cool. We aren't actually harvesting it though. I wish we were. Lime. Incredible. Shit, what's happened here? Oh, I think I swept a bit of ice here, by the way. I did change it off. Oh, maybe I didn't change it off this one. No, I didn't. Son of a bitch. Yeah, I've dropped a bit of ice in here. I don't really care, because it's cooled the area off a little bit. But yeah, need to kind of not do that anymore. Oh, now dupes can get in. Ah, shit. Didn't even think about that. Well, we'll just nip these out. Didn't even think about that, mix. Hadn't crossed my mind. Hanno, how you doing, buddy? I've had the latest update. What is salt water used for exactly? Salt water, well, ultimately you can process it to get water and salt, which is what we're going to do with it in a bit. We're going to boil it off and get salt and use it to power some turbines. Away to summer colleges makes the transport much more enjoyable. Nice, Elapsus. Oh, Boogalicious. How's it going, bud? How are you? Alright, we're going to have a bit of a mess down here. I might dig out some of these tiles underneath and just drop some of this gubbins out. Let's dig out... Yeah, let's dig out all this shit around it. Let's just get rid of all this crap. JD, listen mate, I've said this to you before, you need to pay attention. If you're going to come to my stream, you need to understand there are certain exploits that we don't try and advertise, right? I go out of my way to not advertise these things. I don't need you to come here and tell people about them, because all it does, and this is why, this isn't me trying to be elitist and protect the game. All you do is, you tell people exploits, they build bases relying on those exploits, then they get fucking hotfixed. And as soon as they get hotfixed, their base is fucked, so I don't advertise them here. You know this. Why must you be an penis? Have you posted a bug report about it? If you've not posted a bug report about it, you're a jerk. You're part of the problem. Alright. They rely on it, they are silly. Are you kidding me? Do you not remember the whole fucking drip cooling thing? Do you not remember all the shit with the fucking Borg cube? Like, Saturnus did more damage than good. Christ. It's like you see these other tart streamers doing the fucking bugged electrolyzer builds and stuff. I think you fucking assholes. All these new players come to the game and they go, oh, that's really cool. I can do my entire base with one electrolyzer. Oh, great. And then they're just fucked. Blech. Don't do it. Don't do bugs, kids. Don't do bugs. Unless it's overpressurized liquid tanks, in which case they're perfect. No problem. This is kind of how I justify these things. Valid, thank you very much for the follow. This is kind of how I justify these things. Like, if it's something that you can get away with an easy fix. Like, if my overpressurized liquid tanks broke tomorrow, well, we've already seen what happens when this one exploded. We'd have an eruption of liquid. But I'd collect it all again. It'd all go down here. And I'd build some normal tanks. And everything would be fine. But, yeah. Building your base around, like, certain exploits, not smart. Not smart at all. Alright. Let's put a pump up here. How hot is this? Never going to get too hot in here, is it? So we'll put an iron ore pump. I think it'll be fine. Contribute to get people fucked? That's not good. Every bug report you post has never been looked at. That's not how it works, mate. Just because they've not replied to you doesn't mean it's not been looked at. That's not how Klei work. They only really acknowledge posts when it's like something that everybody's complaining about. After some experiments in debug, you evaporated liquid tungsten. You should speak to Wachunga. You should speak to Wachunga. He'll tell you something about that. He spent a lot of time tinkering with that stuff. Ay. Alright, let me just put this over here. Right then, so I realised that I can actually get to all this stuff with sweepers. If I do it with iron, should be fine. So I can actually reach all these tiles if I go... How was it now? Bank, 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 bank. Beautiful. So this one reaches this boy. This one reaches this boy. Yeah. There we go. And then we have some more of you kicking round. Again, if any of you are wondering why I'm glancing to the side, it's because I'm following a image that I have here. And that's going to go there. And then we have another one there. Do. And yeah, I'm probably going to end up closing this up and trying to pump everything out before I dig this, so I might get that done momentarily. I just wanted to get this going first, 'cause it's going to take a while for this to start accumulating any decent amounts of anything, so... if I put that in now, I can't actually get that built, so let's do that. We're kind of low on food, that's fine. Building the old risers for making this. It doesn't really matter, does it? Planning on making a metric shit ton of clay? Yeah. Plan on making a bit. That's for sure. Right, and then we'll have like an atmo sensor here. I don't want to be using gold just yet. If I can avoid it. Iron we can make loads more of, and we'll get shitloads when we get to the surface as well, so that's fine. And then we'll get some power in as well. Let's just refine a load more iron ore. We've got like 90 tons of it at the minute, so... iron ore to iron, let's do like fucking 80. That should be fine. Oh, we seem to be out of coal again on our coal belt. So yeah, I need to get some of the coal swept from around the map. Like all these big chunks down here. Let's just get them collected. In fact, they don't need to be 9s, they could be like 8s for now. This is kind of why I said I would have liked to have spent like 10 cycles or so just sweeping. But hey ho. For now, we'll just have to do a bit of this. Unless I put one dupe on just tidying and just started running around the map collecting all this stuff. But then I would have to put this on a low priority, which I don't really want to do just yet. Alright, I actually don't care about this carbon dioxide, I'm just going to leave that for now. Putting enough language to try watching others play on in about 5 hours stream jumping today. I didn't find anyone worth watching. We're waiting for your ass to get online. Aww. That's very kind, JD. Listen, I don't mean to be a jerk to you, mate. You know how we work here. But it's just, we're not a stream that's focused on exploits. There's other clowns out there that do that. There's whole YouTube channels devoted to clowns that are just doing videos on, oh my god, have you seen the latest fucking exploits? And I'm just not down for it. I just do not care. And I say it's not because I'm trying to be some white knight of the community, it's just, it causes more headaches for me later. When someone comes back to the stream and they're like, hey, I saw this build and now it doesn't work, fix it! Fuck! So, that's just how it is, mate. Right then, so the other thing we'll need to get in here is some power. What about overpressure tanks? Isn't that an exploit? Yeah, Bobek, as I've already said though, mate, the reason I justify overpressurized tanks, and I've said this many, many times on stream, right? If you look at how much gas I've got in here right now, there's 37 kilos of chlorine, 180 kilos of carbon dioxide, 178 kilos of oxygen. All of these I could build in a tank if I wanted to, and if I was that way inclined, and if I wanted to just sit here all day building big fucking square rooms, I could build something like this, right? And this room is 27 times 23. Alright, 27 times 23 equals that. If I put one high pressure vent in that room and just pumped in all my gas, that's 12,420 kilos of gas I could store in this one room. The only thing is, it would take me 30 minutes to dig the fucker out and build it. So I do this. If this ever failed, I'd go back to this. Do you see what I mean? But I don't do it for that reason. The same with the fucking liquid tanks. So, obviously there's a lot of liquid in here. Well, actually, this one's not a good example. So this hot water. All of these tiles are maybe 4 or 5 tiles worth of liquid. So this one tank would probably fill this space here. Now, I can build a tank that big if you want. And if you want me to, I can rip all these out. And we can sit here all day just building a tank for everything that I want to store. But that's a huge waste of time. I can do it. But I don't need to do it, so I don't. That's the difference to me. If, however, this was the only physical way of storing stuff in the game, and by doing this I was fundamentally changing the game and breaking it, and you weren't able to store liquids of any other way other than this, then I probably wouldn't do it. That's the thing. But that's how I justify it to myself. Some of you may not agree. Some of you I know will be full purists of the game, and anything other than what Klei intends, whatever that may be, is, you know, sacrilege, but fuck it, this is what we're doing. Do you know what I mean? Put one on non-sweep only for only coal. That might not be a bad shout, Mix. I mean, I could bang another one in here, just for coal, maybe. And then these two would be able to reach it. Let's do that. But if I do that, they're going to have access to coal down here. And they're going to keep dropping it. Unless I cut off their access and then I've not got any building materials. This is kind of the problem I was debating. Let me think, how could I do this? So I could nip out this tile. Put it in the row above. Put it in the row above. What do you mean? So the thing is, at the minute, all this stuff gets dropped here, but these are on sweep only, right? If I don't have them on sweep only, my dupes are going to get in a loop of picking stuff up from here, putting it in here, and watching it fall, right? So that's why I've got it on sweep only at the minute. But coal is something that I want to be constantly bringing into the base. Holy shit. Oh. Jesus. Coal is something that I want to be constantly bringing into the base. So how can I do that? If liquid and gas tanks actually store stuff, I'd use them. I just found a mod that made all the storage 10 times normal size. Jesus. Jesus. That's the thing. Well, I don't think they've put liquid tanks in the game yet, or gas tanks. I think they've put buffers in. And that's how I'm hoping that it will stay. Like, that's how I'm hoping they will stay. I'm hoping they don't just go, herp-a-derp, we're going to make them bigger. I'm hoping if they do put a tank in the game, then it's a bigger solution. I mean, don't forget, we do have bottlers. So if you wanted to store, say you wanted to store lots and lots of oxygen, you could cool it to liquid oxygen and store it as a liquid if you wanted. Then you can store a lot of oxygen. And we've done that in the past. But it's a lot of faffing. It's a lot of faffing. Well, coal. I don't really know how to fix this right now. Don't really know how I would plan on fixing this. Again, I wish there was a sweep filter. That'd be a fucking incredible mod. Because I've always asked, like, it would be lovely if I could select one material and then just sweep it all up. Cool the CO2 for free coal, bro. Cool CO2? Cool CO2? I have lots of CO2, Blacks. I have lots of CO2. This has got 112 kilos. This has got 37 kilos. I've got a tank here that's I've not been pumping into for ages. I can get oil, but what do you mean cool CO2 for free coal? What do you mean? Like if you condense carbon dioxide, if you condense this, it doesn't turn into coal. It just turns into solid CO2. Meh. But yeah, we can, I've got plenty of food down here for my slicksters eventually. I've just not bothered yet. I've just been dumping down here and letting them do their thing. We're keeping them warm, that's the main thing. Right, let me just manually sweep a load more coal just for now. Blep. I just want the big chunky boys. So this is why I'd like to do this stuff off stream for you guys, because it boils my piss. So I can only assume how annoying it is for you. What if I just did, like... What if I just did a compactor here for now? Filled it with high priority coal, and then just dumped it out. Just for now. Super general area where coal is. That's the thing, it's all over the map. I may have like 50 tons of coal or whatever, but it's all over the place. I've already looked. So I think I'll do like a high priority collection and I just dump out 20 tons for now and do that every now and again. Fact. Meh. Alright, I want to get this finished, and I keep just looking at it and not doing anything. So, we're going to have... I'm going to need to leave some space for where I clean my germs. And I'm probably going to have like a block of metal here or something. I don't really want to use this AETN for anything because I don't have the spare hydrogen at the minute. I could do it over there, I guess. Might do it on this side. Let's dig out all this stuff. Yeah, I don't have all that much spare hydrogen at the minute, so I don't really want to piss it away in an AETN. Lead. And then this will have to go over this way somewhere as well. And then this will come out here. Let's get all this crap swept out. I do not want to be collecting all of that coal and stuff though. So let's just do, I'm going to do a priority 9 sweep inside here. Just to get all this stuff removed. The storage bins keep stuff inside if powered. Oh, as in I could do like a sensor just for the coal, maybe. That might not be a bad idea. So I have like one of those droppers above a pressure plate for coal. They always like to drop shit in here. I'm just going to do this for now because I don't want to look at this just yet. We will do this with like an 8. Get this filled up and then I'll just drop it out. I like how I could call it squishy instead of abbreviation. What's that? Very good, everyone. Very good. Night crew, doing good sweeps. Normal storage set to coal in reach of sweeper. But then my... What do you mean? Just here? Or down here? There's a reason why I didn't do that though, Mex. You mean take it out of the droppers? That's probably the right way to do it, isn't it? Let's face it. Okay, you guys are right. You guys are right, I'm doing it. I think in my brain I cock-blocked myself. I decided I can't possibly do that because I'm putting the coal in here. And that's where the discussion ended. That is where that is where the discussion ended. Alright. do this. You know, pressurize the vent with a liquid. Which vent? This down here? No. We'll clean the oxygen far quicker, I would think, than it's gonna be pulled out of the vent. We'll clean it way quicker. There we go. All right. I see the error of my ways. We'll leave this as like a 7. 7. And then the coal line will need to be this one. That will need to be an 8. There we go. Right then. Yeah, let's seal up this side here. And I need to decide where I'm going to build this block of metal here, but I'm thinking we'll have something like some radiant pipe in here, and then a shut off to allow it to get out when it's germ free. That'll be the day. What'll be the day? What'll be the day? What? Moondrake? What's that in relation to? Oops. And how dare you? First and foremost, how dare you? Gonna be mopping all this shit, otherwise we're gonna keep having more ice. When you learn the error of your ways. Fuck you. Son of a bitch. You got me. You got me. Alright. So maybe we'll do a block. Let's say we'll go here and here for starters. We'll do this just with iron, it'll be fine. Yeah, this is what's gonna piss me off now. Little blobs of ice and stuff. Little blobby ice boys. Do all this with a 6. There we go. Have we been harvesting any lettuce? We do have some lettuce. Delicious. How are the bristle blossoms looking? Looks like we planted a couple more. Again, I've only got two people's eating them. I've not had any starvation warnings yet, so... Probably want to rip all these meal lice out soon, but there's still a bit of a buffer for me at the minute. Right, what's the squishy? I didn't understand what you said before about squishy. I like how Ike calls it squishy instead of abbreviation. Squishy. Oh, AETN. This thing, squishy. Is that what you're talking about? Golf margin. I did explain this in great detail before when I said I don't want to use the AETN because I don't have much hydrogen and I don't want to piss it away into something that's only making clay for me because I don't have much hydrogen. Hello? Hello? No? Didn't we discuss this in detail? I'll use the cool slush, exactly, yeah. Yeah. So I'll do a bit of radiant piping through here. We'll use a... I'd like to use aluminium, actually. Let's get this doing aluminium. Hey, listen, I'm all up for a good suggestion, don't get me wrong. But if you ask me something and I've just answered, I'm going to give you the eyebrow. Say what? Will they do things in here from order, from top to bottom? Is that how this thing works? Or will they just do it based on what's been delivered to it? It's like this is still working on iron at the minute, but will they do it top-down order? You may have fallen asleep. How dare you? How dare you? Nerd Rage, how's it going, buddy? You seem to be doing aluminium first. Oh yeah, current order, aluminium ore to aluminium. Next order, I know. I didn't even see that up there. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. We're also going to need some, like, stuff. Oh, wait, have I left enough room here? This may have needed to be one higher. Pish. Where can you reach? You can reach there. Huh. Boop. How many grams is polluted oxygen geyser? It is 341. It ain't very much, but I'll take it. Ah, shit, I took out the wrong one. Let's take you out as well. So I'm gonna need a loader here and a receptacle here, and we're gonna need some conveyor rails for both coming up here. And then we're gonna want something like, I'll just use iron for this, as I said. I don't think it really matters all that much. Let's see. So let's have it come in here. That'll be fine. We'll need a little bridge here. And then we will have an gas shutoff. Let's see. Put him there. And this is going to be the clean oxygen coming out. And then we'll have a germ sensor here. And like that. Meh. And then we'll have you come down through here, bridge into there. That will be fine for now. That number deodorizers and sweeps a bit overkill. Yeah, but it looks cool though. It doesn't matter how many sweeps I've got in here. If I could reach all these with one sweeper, or if I'm reaching them with 4, it's the same amount of power. It's the same amount of power cost. The only thing I'm losing is materials. Alright? So it doesn't matter whether I'm servicing this with 1 or 50. They're only doing the job once. Alright? So it's no difference in power. Had this conversation like before in the past. 1, so I'm going to do it. It doesn't matter. It'd be fine. It's a difference in power in time. What do you mean, Blacks? Mr. Bear, what is that unholy contraption you're building? This is going to be my little clay maker. It's going to make me some clay. Rhymes with clay. It is clay. Polluted war. Get out of here. We're going to dump all sorts of water down here, but that's fine. So I've got sweep commands for other bits in the base. Do you really want insulated tiles to tune all the auto sweepers? I've not got insulated tiles to tune all the auto sweepers. I've got one line of insulated tiles here, which is controlling where my flow of oxygen goes. I didn't use the ATM with only one sweeper. Fuck you, so did. Oh, Jesus. Jerk. Big jerk. Alright, we'll do all this. Hopefully we're making some more aluminium in the process. We can get our aluminium piping in. Because the gas pipes will do with iron, but we'll do the... Because I don't really care about the oxygen, honestly. It's an afterthought. But the clay is the main thing. Use 200 watts over 2 hours or 200 kilowatts over 1 second. Your wires will be sad. Yeah, I get that, but we're going to be below the 2 kilowatt per wire anyway, so it doesn't really matter. This is fuck all. It's fine. I will tag this on the end of something else because we're going to end up bringing more wires down here anyway because this one's pretty much capped down here. So I'm going to need more wires, and now that we've got more circuits over here, I can start moving some of this around and bringing an extra wire down. And don't forget, we are going to need more power options soon. We can't keep limping along on coal and wood because we just don't have enough. So the next thing's going to be looking at maybe doing some ethanol to petrol. But to do that, if you look at the lumber, we're going to need another lumber farm, which I plan to do here ultimately. Which will mean moving this stuff around, but that's no biggie. I'll probably end up putting this down here just for now. But yeah, we'll come to that. As ever, guys, I've got like 10 things in mind and only one thing I want to focus on right now. It's just how we do's it. I think I want to seal you up. And seal you and open this instead here. Otherwise we're going to keep getting pissy water down here. Any other fun builds around the base? I plan to do a steam build in a bit. That's probably going to be the main build of the stream. This is actually doing really well, clearing out all this salt water down here now, which is good. In fact, it may be time to drop all of this wetter down. Yeah. And this wetter. And this. In fact, we're going to dig all this out. This isn't going to be us. That's fine. Yeah. Looks like a big old ghostie's come around and just splooged everywhere. Whatever.